many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to your Thursday, June 15th edition. This is a live shot of Lion's Head first thing this morning. We saw quite a bit of precipitation overnight last night in Vail, and everything is nice and green and full of life this morning. So if you are making your way out there, just be prepared to see all of that lush green vegetation that we have. And it is still pollinator month, so make sure that you are being friendly to our wonderful pollinators, only because it is so important to keep them alive. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you for the next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail. Now, we've got some wonderful national holidays to celebrate today, the first one being National Megalodon Day. So if you're someone who loves giant prehistoric sharks, well, then today is a great day to celebrate them a little bit. It's also a Nature Photography Day, so maybe get online and share all of your beautiful nature pictures that you've been taking, especially if you're out making your way around, seeing all of the wonderful wildflowers that we have in and around our community right now. It is Sneak a Kiss Day too. So if you have someone that you love very dearly that you need to sneak a kiss from today, well, today's a great day to do just that. And I know that my dog is impossible to get kisses from, so I have to sneak my kisses from her all the time. So Beatrice, you watch out at home. Now, we've got a great show in store for you for the next 2 hours. We've got some exciting things taking place. Did you know that there's a new owner of State Bridge? Well, he's got a really fun event taking place, and Liz had the chance to sit down and chat with him for his upcoming event, Blues, Barbecue, and Boobs. You're going to want to stay tuned for all of that. Then I did an interview with Hannah Ellis, and so we're going to show you the wonderful woman, Hannah Ellis, as well as All Points North Lodge and one of their incredible therapists. We've got YouthPower 360 coming into the studio to talk about what they do here in our community and why it's so important. Then we're going to update you about things that you can get out there and participate in with Vail Vibes, as well as Knapp Harvest, which Knapp Harvest is the place to love the pollinators, and Carrie Hogan always gives us some great information about how you can help keep the bees safe. Now, if you're looking to get out and do some fun activities around the valley today, well, then there's a lot of them for you to enjoy. The first one is King of the Mountain. Now, this is taking place over in Vail, and if you love volleyball, then you're going to love this King of the Mountain. It is taking place the 15th through the 18th, and that way you can get over there, you can see all of the fun, and you can watch these competitors face off in this wild volleyball competition. Now, if you love art, well, then Vail is the place for you to be this weekend, as well as the Vail Art Festival is taking place from June 16th to June 18th, so over the course of this weekend. Kicks off at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, and it's going to go until 6 p.m. They're going to keep that schedule on Friday and Saturday, then they're going to shift it just slightly on Sunday. It'll be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So make sure that you make your way over there this weekend and you enjoy all of the beautiful art, as well as making your way over to Vail Village for the farmers market that's taking place on Sunday. And we are expecting to see that sunshine make its way out on Sunday, so it's going to be a great day to get out and explore all of the wonderful things that Vail has to offer. Now, if you like craft beer, well, then you should hang out in Vail. Yet again, this is another great reason for you to make your way over there this weekend. The Vail Craft Beer Classic is taking place the 16th and the 17th this weekend for you to go enjoy over 30 craft brewers and taste all of their delicious beer. And so if this is something you're interested in, you can go to discovervail.com, hit learn more, and then you can buy your tickets online. That way you can participate in all of the fun. And like I said, over 30 craft breweries are going to be participating in this wonderful event. Now, if you're here in Avon and you also love volleyball, well, then you can get out there on the nice little sandy courts that they have, because the co-ed 2-on-2 sand volleyball competition is taking place from June 13th to June 21st. And so you can go online to avon.org for some more information. That way you can see the lineup and how you'll register in advance to partake in all of the fun. So make sure that you check that out. And especially if you just want to get out and watch maybe some of your friends, some of our wonderful locals playing this great sport, well, then this is a fun way to do so, and especially with Nottingham Lake right there. So make sure that you check that out. Now, speaking of Nottingham Lake, tonight you can make your way over there and support Mountain Youth, which is a great nonprofit organization here in our community, for Move Chat Yoga, It's taking place from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And this is just a great way for parents and kids to get out there, enjoy some yoga, but also have some great conversations with each other. So make sure that you check that out. Now, Walking Mountain Science Center has drinkering and tinkering tonight at 7 p.m. And you can go online to walkingmountains.org for some more information to buy your tickets. It is $20 to partake in the fun, but this is a great upcycling workshop and happy hour. So if you love to make your way out there, maybe meet some new friends and use your hands in some exciting crafts, well then you should check this out. Now, the final thing we want to talk about is Blues, Barbecues, and Boobs. They've got a great Facebook page where you can get some more information and see everything that's happening over there. You can go online to their Facebook or to the events website, and that way you can partake in all of the fun. But you should definitely check this out, only because it's a great way to kick off the new ownership of State Bridge. Now, stay tuned because we're going to talk about that in just a little bit here on the show. But let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. Now, we are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just a little bit. 51 degrees around 8 a.m., high of 64. 60% chance of rainfall throughout the course of today. So if you have a pet at home who is scared of those thunderstorms, well then just be prepared this afternoon. We are expecting to see winds come out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout the course of today. So that 64 degrees is going to feel just a little bit chillier than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see partly cloudy skies starting us off first thing this morning. Cloud coverage increasing into the afternoon. Scattered thunderstorms into the later afternoon, and then rain showers overnight tonight, or into the later evening, I should say. That's going to continue overnight, though. 74 degrees in Denver with a 50% chance of precipitation. 64 in Vail with a 60% chance of moisture. 67 in Avon with a 50% chance of precipitation. 70 degrees in Eagle with a 50% chance of moisture. So if you are driving along that I-70 corridor, give yourself a little bit of extra travel time, especially since we do see some standing water in areas like Dow Junction, and you just want to be nice and safe out there. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, that rainfall continuing with a 50% chance of moisture. Overnight low of 42 degrees. Showers early, and then we will see them taper off into partly cloudy skies as we make our way into overnight tonight. That sun setting just a little bit later. 8:36 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down. Wind shifting directions coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, increased chances of precipitation taking place tomorrow. This low pressure system staying above us. 80% chance of scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, high of 62. 59 on Saturday. So that nice little low pressure system also bringing kind of a cold front along with it. 59 degrees with a 60% chance of precipitation on Saturday, but we're going to see that shift just slightly. Mostly sunny skies on Sunday, high of 69, so that's going to be a great day to get out and partake in all of the fun happening around our community. 73 degrees on Monday with beautiful sunshine, 75 degrees by Tuesday. So as you're making your way out there throughout the course of the next 5 days, there will be a drastic shift in this weather, going from this low pressure system to this high pressure system. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to introduce you to the new owner of State Bridge and his exciting event, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, an exciting event that we've been talking about since the show started just a little bit ago is Blues, Barbecue, and Boobs, which is happening at the new State Bridge. And Liz had the chance to sit down with some of the wonderful masterminds putting on this event and why it is so important, especially all of the work and all of the healing that they're doing for so many. So let's take a look.
It's Good Morning Vail, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm your host, Liz. I am sitting next to two fabulous gentlemen. This is going to be such a great interview because we have something so exciting taking place. The revamping of State Bridge. I'm super excited. One of my favorite places in the entire planet. I have loved State Bridge since I started coming here, since I moved here 15 years ago. So I have Mason Davies, the brand new proprietor of State Bridge. Yeah. And of course, Scott Redner. Well, we already know what you own out there, Shakedown Bar, but you're also going to be a part of the promotional portion of what we have coming up this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
We're just helping out with the production for the event with our Shakedown Presents trailer and just kind of bringing our vibe and help out to help launch State Bridge and send it off on its next chapter. You know.
Well, you are the best person for that because what a great team anyways. I love the community that we have here of musicians and people and venue owners and things like that. Now, we're going to start off at the beginning. So State Bridge sat there for a while, got a little dusty, coyotes coming around. They were living there for a while.
Absolutely.
So what possessed you to decide to come on in and take over State Bridge? And that's a big takeover. That's not just a
I
little
don't think
thing.
I heard this either.
Oh, good. I mean, you don't just sweep the stage and move on. So tell us exactly how this all came about.
Well, it was during the time where all of our lives were upended a little bit by COVID and the goings on. And we just realized that staying kind of closer to nature and closer to natural environment, it kind of affected us less and made us feel a little better just to be out in nature and not, in stores and in masks and all the things that were going on. And during that time, we just started looking for a property. And State Bridge had a special place in my heart. I'd been going there for 20 years. And even before it was cool, I lived in a van down by the river, I think, for a summer over there. And so it was a place, a healing for me, actually, to get down by the river. And so we tried to create that in our space now as just this place of when everything was upended, it was a safe place for us to heal a little bit.
Well, number one, bless you for that, because I think we all need healing spaces. And I mean, you're right about what happened with the COVID and everything, but the aftermath might be even a little bit more crazy because everybody's dealing with so much. Yeah. And everybody has a lot more angst than they did prior to 3 years ago. Yeah. A lot more issues are coming up around our country and everything like that. So there's no better place to go get a little zen. I am one of those people that I will take my shoes off. I will ground myself in the dirt. I will hug a tree. I will drink the river. Yeah. I believe in nature as a higher power for healing more than anything else. So I am so grateful that you have that vision in your mind for this. And okay, so there were cabins and there were yurts. There was a stage. What's now?
Well, the cabins are all in place. Those are original 1890s cabins.
Oh my
They
gosh.
are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they
there's
are.
lore of Teddy Roosevelt staying in cabin number 3 back in 1903. And so first and foremost, we wanted to give those cabins the love they deserve and really bring them back to their original beauty. So that was our first thing, is creating this living space and this space for us to first work on the whole property. And so there are a few things that we identified immediately that just felt a little bit off, and one of them was the large stage roof. And so everybody kind of got up in arms that we tore down the stage. We didn't tear down the stage, we tore down the stage roof.
Okay.
And we're going to eventually, working with the county, build something more intimate and a little bit better acoustics. And so we have a beautiful stage that'll be performed on Friday, but we took the stage roof down.
Okay.
And so, yeah, those are some of the renovations. We just felt it felt not appropriate for the space and the amount of people we can have on site. So took that down, but then refurbished yurts. We kept some of them in the back and refurbished them because everything was, like you said, a little dusty, a little dirty, a little dingy. And so, we took ownership about 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
And it's taken that long to feel like we have just touched every space with a little bit of love. And with that, we have invited some amazing groups back on property, which I'd love to share as well.
Yeah, well, I am really stoked about that, and I want to hear everything. The biggest thing I want to discuss is something that's taking place this weekend. We finally get back to State Bridge, but it's also for an amazing fundraiser. Blues, barbecue, and boom! It really is a breast cancer awareness situation where we can come. We pay a fee to get in to see all the amazing music and the entertainment and everything like that.
Yes.
But then all that money goes to such a worthy cause. Now, you were telling me off camera what you were doing with some women that are recovering. Please let everybody know what you're doing.
Yeah,
It is a beautiful
so
thing.
going on right now is a Boarding for Breast Cancer retreat. And it's 12 women that are either actively in diagnosis or healing from breast cancer or trauma. And so they're doing a healing retreat there. Last night there was a sound bath and yoga, all in the back with birds chirping and the yurts all revamped and refurbished. And so we're really offering the space as a place of healing for groups. And they were our first, and it was a shoe-in. Megan Pischke, who's heading this event, she was a pro snowboarder here locally in Vail.
Nice.
And has traveled the world snowboarding, but also was a breast cancer survivor herself. And so she is just the perfect person to lead this retreat. And we just got to this point where it almost felt a little selfish that we were just the only ones there because we worked so hard to clean it up, and it felt so great. And we just said, who can we get back here? And it was people to heal. And so that's a 4-day retreat, and then it culminates with this large celebration for them and a fundraiser event on Friday, June 16th, for Boarding for Breast Cancer.
So that's incredible. They are taking a full time for themselves to heal and just regenerate and be around nature and just have the greatest surroundings for them to feel great. And then what better way to end it all than with a big old bash for them and everybody else that has been through breast cancer or any kind of cancer. You know what we say about cancer. So what you guys are doing is altruistic. It's beautiful. It's absolutely sensational. What can people expect when we show up on Friday?
Well, it started off a small just celebration for the women, and it has blown up with support. We're going to start off, you walk in and Yeti Mugs is sponsoring the event, so you get a Yeti mug with the event logo on it. Traeger Grills is coming to cook. So they have grills and amazing meat, and then Tracy Van Kuren from Vail Foods is also catering it all.
Oh, wow.
So you walk in, and the VIP ticket gets you a Yeti mug and this amazing meal from Traeger Grills and Vail Foods. And so that support just came in and was just amazing, because what that does is allows us to focus on the celebration and really celebrating these women. And so, and then there's music by Corey Montgomery starting off
at 5 o'clock.
At
Nice.
5 o'clock. And then we end with Eddie Roberts and the Lucky Strokes. And
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing concert. Scott, of course, has already been on doing sound checks and putting up. It sounds amazing to hear that music once again echo through the hills.
Gosh.
Yeah, pretty special.
I have the chills thinking about it. I have been to so many wonderful experiences there, at State Bridge. And the cool thing about State Bridge is not only can you go and you can get a cabin or a yurt, or you can camp, or you can go and enjoy this amazing festival and many things beyond that, but the river is right there. You can get your stand-up paddleboard, your ducky, and you can sometimes go from Rancho down to State Bridge and then come down and barbecue and celebrate and jam to music. And it is really a magical place, and I'm so happy somebody took it back. And that somebody is you, because it looks like you're going to be doing the right thing with this place. This is going to generate a lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of harmony, some more brotherhood that we need. This is a time where we all need to connect again. We need to reconnect, we need to regroup, and we need to re-love. So what better place to do it other than State Bridge?
And truly, bringing our community back there was our end goal. We, of course, needed to clean it up and get it to that point, but it was all about bringing our community back, because we felt that it was kind of taken away from our community for a while there.
I feel that way.
And so that was truly our end goal, and the fact that it's all culminating to this Friday and our first event is pretty special.
This is going to be amazing. What time on Friday? How do people get? Well, we know how they get there. Everybody knows how to get to
well,
State Bridge.
we have some options. So what we did is we aligned with Timberline Tours, and there are shuttle services coming from Edwards and Freedom Park.
Get out.
So if from 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock, you can catch a Timberline Tours shuttle on us.
Wow.
And that's to, actually it's also on our sponsors, and I'll get more into that, and that's to eliminate some of the problems and historic problems that State Bridge has had with either parking or drinking and driving.
Right.
So we have the Timberline Tours shuttle set up, and that's 4 and 7 p.m. at Freedom parking lot, and we've talked of other pickups if desired, but
That's remarkable. So that's a huge thing that a lot of people don't like to deal with, is driving, especially if they want to have a drink or two, or just the crowded, spots for cars. And then there's a ticketed amount for people to get in?
Yes. So the tickets are available online at Eventbrite currently.
Perfect.
The VIP tickets, which includes a meal and a Yeti mug and this early celebration and intimate kind of time with the band as well, that's $150 for the VIP ticket. The secondary or the general admission is a $60 ticket. And then we also have a kind of VIP parking. We sussed out how many parking spaces, and for Boarding for Breast Cancer, we're doing $20 parking spaces, and that all goes to Boarding for Breast Cancer again. And then the shuttles are free for people that would like to not drive. We encourage, riding your bike to Freedom Park and hopping on a shuttle. And we really wanted to come up with those options and safe ways.
It's a great way to reduce carbon footprints as well. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. We're running out of time. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. This is going to be an amazing event. You guys, everybody has to get out to State Bridge. This weekend is for an amazing fundraiser. We want to take care of breast cancer awareness, and we can do so with a great experience. Band, music, entertainment, food, and you guys. It's going to be absolutely magical. I can't thank you enough for taking back State Bridge and bringing us something that we all needed back here in our community.
Our pleasure.
Thanks,
Liz. Thank you, guys. This is Scott Redner from Shakedown Bar and Dave Mason.
Mason Davies.
Mason Davies. I just made you a famous guitar player. Mason Davies, the brand new owner and proprietor of State Bridge. We are so grateful. Thank you for being here with us on TV8.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Do you love country music, and do you love it to get you in the spirit for summer? Because we're going to start to see those warmer temperatures eventually. Well then, a great artist that you should look into is rising star Hannah Ellis. And so we had a chance to sit down with her, get some information, talk about some of her new music. So let's take a look. Do you love country music? Well, Rolling Stones is calling her the artist to watch. We've got Hannah Ellis joining us to chat about some of her new music. Thank you so much for being here, Hannah.
Thanks so much for having me.
What a huge accomplishment to have Rolling Stones call you the artist to watch. How do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, what an honor. That's a magazine that we've all looked up to and read and heard from our whole lives. So to have them call me an up-and-coming artist is pretty awesome.
You've been in the music industry for a very long time, and you've been behind the scenes for a lot of it, writing songs for incredible people. So what was it like making the transition from songwriter to singer?
You know, it was so funny because while I was writing songs predominantly focused on getting outside cuts for other people, the whole time I'm doing that, I would come across a song and I'd be like, oh wait, that feels like it should be mine. Like, I don't know if I want anyone to sing that. And so I kind of started creating this little pile of songs. And so in like maybe 2017, I decided to release my own music and just never looked back.
But you just had a brand new song come out. People can hear it on the radio, Country Can. What inspired you to write this song?
You know, Country Can was written while we were on a retreat writing for my record at the beach. And we were talking about the fact that we didn't have an anthem yet. Like, my record didn't have that song that people could just sing back to you. And we started talking about country music and what it's capable of and what it can do for us and the way it brings us together, and it creates new friendships. It's what we fall in love to. It's what heals our broken hearts. And so the song just kind of became this love song to country music and country radio.
And of course, you have a new song coming out that's perfect for Valentine's Day, and it's about someone else's heartbreak, and that's the title of the song as well.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I've spent a lot of really nice Valentine's Days in the past few years because I'm married and I've been in love for a while, but being able to kind of go back and revisit those feelings of experiencing that and going through those heartbreaks was really special. You know, my little sister called me when I was walking into a co-write and told me about her boyfriend breaking up with her, and that was really the inspiration for this song, is just that it's easy to tell someone how to get over a heartbreak when it's not yours.
Right, and it's that time of year where people are going to feel it, maybe a little bit more past heartbreaks. And
Right.
so to have a song to just like melt into, right, is something that we all look for because music is one of the best therapies. And so you are like secretly a therapist.
I would say some of my friends would say I'm not so secretly a therapist.
Right, you're a very
Yes,
public
I think that is-
therapist.
I think that is what is so special about music, and you know, I'll even say country music specifically, is that it speaks straight to the heart, and it's so authentic, and it makes us feel seen.
So what has been your biggest highlight moment through this new phase of your career? Because you started releasing music in 2017 and now we had like COVID and everything else happened, but now you're back at it and you're about to have an entire album come out. So what's been the highlight moment?
You know, it would be hard not to say the first time I heard my song on the radio. My husband and I, we looked kind of like homeless people. We had just gone to get lunch somewhere and pick it up and take it home. And we got in the car and turned on the car. And I was like, did I leave my phone plugged in or something? Because it was my song playing. And we looked at each other, we were like, no, oh my gosh, it's on the radio. And that was just epic.
Now, this is one of my favorite questions to ask people. Who were your music inspirations while you were kind of stepping your foot into the music world?
Gosh, I think just throughout my career, you know, when I was younger, it was definitely Martina, Jody Messina, and Shania that impacted me. And as I got older, I mean, Taylor Swift was so influential in my songwriting, and just the way that she just told her authentic story and didn't hold anything back. I've always been so inspired by that and continue to be.
Which is so incredible, and I love all of these powerhouse women that you are talking about because they are total inspirations. Now, if there's someone at home watching who wants to step foot into the music industry and really is driving their career in that direction, what piece of advice would you give them?
I would just say tell your truth, you know, be honest in your music and meet people where they're at. If you're in a fun season of life, have fun in your music. If you're heartbroken, write about that. Because I think that's what it is about music. It draws us all together because it's something we can listen to and go, oh, wait, same. And outside of that, I would say, you know, just get involved in the community. Post your stuff on social media. Share it with the world. And don't be scared of, oh, I don't know if it's as good as this person or that person. Just go for it.
Where was the first place that you ever sang in front of an audience?
I was in a singing contest when I was 11. I would say I probably sang at church before that, but I guess I would, if I'm thinking of like really performing, I was in a singing contest when I was 11, and it was like in my hometown at the local like football field on this big trailer they turned into a stage. And I can just still remember it, which is so funny. But it was just really impactful, and I knew that I felt comfortable up there.
Which is so incredible because look at where it has led you now. I mean, having the Rolling Stones, which is, one of the most popular music magazines out there, say that you're the up-and-coming artist to watch is so incredible. So congratulations again. And now if people are looking to get your new album, where can they find it?
You know, anywhere you listen to music, I have music available and music coming. Definitely if you're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, you can follow that page there and that music will come to you as soon as it's released. So you'll get it first. And then social media, of course, you know, Hannah Gray Ellis is my handle on Instagram and TikTok, and then Hannah Ellis on Facebook. So follow along on the journey.
Hannah, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thank you for writing a country music anthem that everyone can sing right back to you, like you said.
Thank you so much for having me.
Make sure that you check out Hannah Ellis on any of the platforms that you stream music because her music, her voice, it's all amazing. And to hear her story from transitioning from a songwriter to a singer is amazing as well. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 se complace en compartir que nos estamos preparando para lanzar nueva programación en español. Pero antes de hacerlo, queremos saber de ti, nuestra increíble comunidad. sobre lo que tú quieres ver. Por eso, te invitamos a un evento especial en nuestro estudio el 12 de julio a las 6 de la tarde. Ven a compartir tus ideas, opiniones y visiones sobre el futuro de nuestra programación en español. Ya sean eventos locales, programas educativos o entretenimiento, queremos que tú formes parte de este proceso y ayudes a dar forma a nuestra programación. No te pierdas esta maravillosa oportunidad de ser parte de televisión que te refleja y te representa. Para más información y para confirmar tu asistencia, visita tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to share that we're preparing to launch new programming in Spanish. But before we do, we want to hear from you, our incredible community, about what you want to see. That's why we invite you to a special event at our studio on July 12th at 6 p.m. Come share your ideas, opinions, and visions regarding the future of our Spanish programming. Whether it's local events, educational programs, or entertainment, we want you to be a part of this process and help shape our Spanish programming. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to be a part of television that reflects and represents you. For full details and to RSVP, visit tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. A great program that you can watch with the whole family is The Villains of Valley View. And we've got Isabella and Caden joining me. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat with me.
Oh, thank you for having us. Yeah, thank you so much.
Now, can I have both of you introduce yourself and the role that you play in this wonderful program?
Yes, I'm Isabella Pappas, and I play Amy and Havoc. Same person, but yeah.
And I'm Katie Mueller-Jensen, and I play Hartley.
Now, for people that have not seen The Villains of Valley View, what can they expect as they're starting to watch?
A lot of chaos, a lot of fighting, and a lot of family and kind of friendship. I think that it's a show about a dysfunctional family trying to function in a suburban life. And it's also a story about, friendship and how two very different people can, come together, and that you don't have to be perfect to be a good person.
Which I think is important messages that you guys are really spreading throughout the show. And it's something that the entire family can get into because the drama, the action, and all of the chaos makes it quite entertaining for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, it's great. I love the dynamic between everybody, but also, there's comedy in one episode, then you go to the next one and it's just like nonstop fighting. It's great. It's got something for everyone.
No, it's a lot of fun, and I also feel like all ages can watch it. I sat down with my niece, who's 5 years old, and watched the show together with her, and she loved it. And I also watched it with my mom, and all of my mom's friends are watching it. So, it's a show that's very inclusive for everyone, and, for all ages really shows, as Izzy was saying, not everybody's perfect, but those are things that we embrace, and, and and love as people, and try to fix if it's something that bothers you that much. But it's just has a very great message behind the show, but also a blast at the same time.
Which I think is a great way to get people involved. And then, of course, to get everyone to watch it is so cool. Now, let's talk a little bit about your guys' biggest, excitement moment as you've been on set for the show.
Ooh, that's a hard one, huh, Izzy?
That's really hard because there's so many.
Yeah.
I think mine is probably when I get to do stunts. So at the beginning of the season, the first half of the season, I did all my own stunts. And it was amazing. I got to learn how to do so many new things. I got to learn karate. I got to learn how to do wire work, get dropped from the ceiling and stuff. And that was something that I've never gotten to do, and I've never gotten to do anything like that on any other job that I've done. And it just adds a whole other element to like being on set and being in a TV show, because normally in a sitcom you wouldn't really get to do that kind of stuff. So that's my favorite part, I think.
I'd have to say, I mean, just as we were saying before, there's so many great moments like shooting this show, but I mean, I feel like I learn something new every single day going onto the set. But I'd have to say, for this season so far, my favorite part was getting to learn pottery with everybody, and which was something new that I've never done before. So that was definitely one of my favorite experiences this season so far.
Now, what's the chemistry like? Obviously on camera, it's great, but off camera for all of you guys, have you just formed one giant family off camera as well?
Oh, 100. We're always like poking at each other, nagging each other, making fun of each other, but also, we're always there to support each other and hang out outside of set. We're all pretty close.
Yeah. No, it's a really great environment. And I think that especially on a show like this, I feel like it's important to have that. And, because there have been so many sitcoms over the years. And I think that something that really, helps our sitcom hold our own is the fact that we are such a family, and we all really know how to act and play off of one another. And we know what, other people like and don't like, and kind of the way that you interact with them. And I think it's it's a great environment.
Now, obviously, you guys inspire so many people through what you do, and if there are some young people watching who want to be you guys in their adult lives or in their a little bit more grown-up lives, what one piece of advice would you give them as maybe they want to pursue acting?
Okay, I would say reading. I grew up reading so much. Reading is amazing. Even if you don't like it, just finding things that you like that are creative. They help you kind of get into that. And then also I would say, 99% of the jobs that I audition for, I don't get. So this is the 1%. This is the one lucky one that I finally got. And, it's you have to just be prepared to kind of deal with lots of rejection, because, at the end of the day, if you keep trying and you keep pushing, it'll happen.
Yeah. My one advice that I always really say is don't take no as an answer, which is also kind of generic, but at the same time, when it comes to the acting world and you're doing hundreds of auditions a year and meeting all these people and get so close to maybe booking a job and you don't get it, that rejection can be really hard sometimes, but you just have to really believe in yourself. And if you're really passionate about doing this and becoming an actor and passionate about what you're doing, don't give up and don't take no as an answer, and you'll make it.
I think those are great words for people to live by, and especially if you're encouraging the younger demographic to get involved. Now, two final questions. I have two left for you. The first one is, can you describe the show in 3 words?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so bad at these. I always say more than 3 words. Okay. Chaotic, intense, truthful.
Okay. I would say dramatic. Did you say intense?
Yeah, but you can say it too.
No. I was I couldn't remember. I would say dramatic. Dramatic, fun, and diverse.
I think those all describe it absolutely perfectly. Now, where can people watch The Villains of Valley View?
This one, is he? Yeah.
Okay. You can watch it on Disney Channel. And then the day after that, it'll come out every day after that on Disney Plus. So either of those two. And yeah.
At 8 p.m.
At 8
Yeah, 8
p.m. I want to thank you both so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information and this inspiration, because I know what you guys do is hard work, but you do it so well, and we really appreciate you bringing this extra value of entertainment to our lives.
Well, thank you so much.
That's so nice.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Make sure that you go to Disney Plus or Disney Channel, and that way you can watch The Villains of Valley View. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, we've got a great pair of shoes if you're looking to get out there and enjoy the courts. Now, these shoes are going to be as tough for you as you are on the competitor. Now, this is the Head Revolt Pro 4.0. This shoe has so many great features to it, and I don't even know where to begin. Head has this incredible technology called the T-Core 360, giving the shoe core strength, enhanced stability, and torsional support. Now, this also has a lockdown strap right here that's integrated into the lacing system, making it nice and easy for you to keep your foot stable while you're out there enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a 360-degree ventilation cooling system, not only on the top of the shoe, the upper portion right here, but also on the sole of the shoe where that nice little vent is to help you keep your feet cool while you're enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a lateral control to avoid rollovers with your ankles when you're out there enjoying anything that you're doing on the courts, whether it's tennis or pickleball. These are the shoes for you to make sure that you are nice and supported while you're enjoying your favorite sport. Now, to get your hands on these fabulous shoes, you should check out Sun and Ski Sports. Whether you go online or whether you shop in store, you can go in and find your perfect pair of courtside shoes. That way you can enjoy everything that you're doing and make sure that your feet are nice and stable out there. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for giving you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, and rural living weekdays. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. All Points North Lodge is a great place where people can really focus on their mental health, and we've got one of their incredible therapists joining me on the couch first thing this morning. Dustin Straight, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We love when you guys come in, only because I think mental health is so important, and I feel like we're in kind of a weird rut right now where everyone is so excited to see the sunshine and we get it for like 2 days and then we go back to 4 days of storms, and so it's hard.
Yeah, we're kind of in the tail end, like so it's been, and kind of we were just talking about it. It's been kind of a cloudy winter. Normally, it's we get a storm, it burns off, we have beautiful sunshine. That's actually one of kind of the primary factors in someone developing. It's actually called SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not just a clever name. You find yourself kind of a little bit bummed out, a little bit lethargic, kind of fatigued easily. And it's a tricky thing because it kind of happens without you being super aware of it. So one of the things that I like to tell my clients, and just friends, family, whoever, is keeping a schedule is incredibly important, right? So just having that daily ritualized routine, getting out, getting exercise, and doing all of those things, but also actually getting as much sunlight as you can. So even when it is cloudy, you can still go outside and get that kind of UV rays to basically what the sun's going to do. It's going to activate a certain part of the brain. It's going to increase the flow of serotonin, which is obviously an important neurotransmitter because it's going to help us feel good. So that's certainly one thing that we can do is just getting outside. Even if it's not a beautiful, sunny day, bluebird, we don't necessarily need that, but we need to get outside.
Yes.
Connection is something that people absolutely need regardless of whatever season it is. So a sense of connection and belonging is something that I focus a lot on with all of my clients because it's very easy to isolate.
Right.
And especially even in this valley, like sometimes, I live in Edwards, and sometimes I'm like, oh man, my friend's like all the way over in Avon.
I was just having this conversation that we're so spoiled because, some people live in a city and the commute to go from 5 blocks away from each other is going to be 45 minutes, and we get to drive on these beautiful mountain roads where Edwards to West Vail is 15 minutes, and we're like, oh, it's so much.
It's so much, I can't do it. So, really kind of finding some discipline around just maintaining connection, getting out, getting active. That's going to be the most functional way to manage it. The way I like to think about it is mental health. Sometimes people think they're good until they're not.
Right.
And I always compare it to like taking your car in for maintenance. I generally don't want to wait until my car's on fire. I want to take it in. I want to get an oil change. I want to do those things. And so doing those daily things that we can do to maintain rather than wait for everything to kind of burn down and be in a state of crisis, put myself in risk or something to that effect, and then go get help. It's like, we don't need the car to catch on fire. We can actually go and do some things to help us maintain.
To just maybe not do that and not be in that rut where then you cannot remove yourself or you're going to have to work twice as hard. Now, what are some of the side effects or symptoms of SAD that people should start looking for within themselves?
So it's going to be just kind of that isolation, the fatigue, kind of that lethargic feeling. Sometimes there's some apathy, sadness, loss of joy in things that you once enjoyed doing. So those are kind of the classic symptoms. And that's the other part of kind of having friends, because they can say, hey, what's going on? Like, it seems like you're kind of bummed out. Hey, you haven't been coming around as much. What's going on? Because it's very easy for us to kind of start to judge ourselves for not being cheerful or for not being the person that we want to be. Because it's not always about what happens, it's the story I'm telling myself. So if I think that I'm going to show up and I'm going to be, kind of a drag or not that fun to be around, and then I'm isolating, now we have this feedback loop and this self-fulfilling prophecy. That becomes a problem. So maintaining that connection, whatever it is, with coworkers, with friends, with family, whoever it is, just that sense of safety, that sense of belonging is really going to be something to help combat those symptoms.
Right, and you can't be your own worst enemy.
Right.
You got to be your own cheerleader.
It's difficult. I think that, and again, this is something I focus on in the work I do with a lot of my clients, is it's very easy for us to identify beliefs around being rejected. Right. So I showed up and I didn't make friends immediately, and I have this belief about myself that it's because I say stupid things. And it's like, okay, well, that's a self-defeating belief, right? And over time, that can actually integrate into our self-concept. And so now we're battling this space between how we want to show up in the world and how we actually feel inside. So we've got this incongruence, right? And that's where, talk therapy, experiential therapy, and some of the work we do up at APN can be incredibly helpful because it can show you some of those beliefs that you may not even be aware of.
Which I think is something that a lot of people don't understand about themselves. The more you say it, the more your brain is going to believe it. And so you have to talk nicely about yourself or it will crush you as a person.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not about what happened. It's the story I made up.
Right.
And we actually get into habits, right? We get into habits on a daily routine, right? We also get into cognitive habits. So we have certain styles of thinking that we may not be aware of because we're in our own brain. There's nobody up there to say, hey, that's off. That's not true. We call those cognitive distortions, and that's something that you can look at when someone is, I call it, Ricky Bobby thinking is a good example of one. If you're not first, you're last.
Right.
Not true.
No.
Like his dad and all of his wisdom comes in at the end of the movie and says, well, that's stupid. You could be second, third, fourth, or fifth. And that's actually helping a person develop like what we call cognitive flexibility, or having more flexibility in their beliefs, versus that automatic thought that people have that may be a negative one, or may kind of contribute to that negative self-concept.
So now if someone is going into that kind of dark little path that you go down where you start having those really negative self-concepts, what's a tool that they can use to kind of shift their brain, talk nicer to themselves, and then avoid making that part of their everyday thinking pattern?
So, I mean, there's a couple different ways to do it. I mean, obviously keeping that routine, keeping connection, keeping that kind of balance in their life is going to be super important, right? So as soon as we start to isolate, and as soon as I think it was Nietzsche that said, you know, when we're tired, old thoughts attack us, right? So this idea that fatigue, so getting enough rest, but then from kind of a more clinical perspective, keeping a thought log can actually be really effective. So just writing down, these are the 10 thoughts, these were the 10 negative thoughts I had today.
Right.
And then you have awareness around them, and then you can go, well, is that true?
Right.
No, none of these are true. These just kind of happened automatically. And so then we can start to challenge and create some flexibility in our thinking. That's a pretty easy functional way to teach people basically what is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is identifying, challenging, and then replacing irrational or intrusive thoughts.
Dustin, thank you so much for coming in here, giving us all this great information. I think it's so important that we give the community the tools and resources, just even in these brief minutes, to talk about it and to just give them the tools, I mean, to make themselves feel better.
Absolutely, yeah, no, I love being here.
We love having you here. You come back anytime.
Awesome.
Make sure that you use these tools that we've just given you, or that Dustin has just given you, to really make sure that your brain is staying in a healthy and in the right track, especially during these kind of cloudier days that we're seeing right now. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card. Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning and welcome back to TV8's Good Morning Vail for your second hour of your Thursday, June 15th edition. This is a live shot looking towards the covered bridge first thing this morning, and everything is nice, beautiful, and green out there. We love to see this, especially because there's been some exciting news. Did you hear that the Avon fireworks are going to take place this year? Because we are at low risk right now of any fire danger due to the fact that we've seen an immense amount of precipitation, and we're going to continue to see that throughout the course of the next couple of days. I'm your in-studio host for the next hour of Good Morning Vail, Maddie Evans, and we love getting to be here to provide you community information and things that will get you out the door and have a ton of fun here in our wonderful community. Now, we've got some great national holidays since we are halfway through June right now. The first one is National Megalodon Day, so if you love the prehistoric sharks, well then today's a great day to celebrate them just a little bit extra. It's also Nature Photography Day and Sneak a Kiss Day. Now, we've got some great events that we would like to talk about. The first one being King of the Mountain. Now, this is a great volleyball competition that's taking place the 15th through the 18th over in Vail. So you can go online to discovervail.com for more information about the entire lineup of events and activities that they have taking place throughout the course of this weekend, because they are staying very busy over there. So like I said, you can go to discovervail.com to get more information of the King of the Mountain volleyball competition that's taking place over there. And like I said, it's the 15th to the 18th. Now, the Vail Art Festival is also happening this weekend, the 16th to the 18th. Every day it's going to start at 9:30 a.m. For the next couple of days, tomorrow it's going to start at 9:30 and it's going to go until 6 p.m. So make sure that you go check that out. It's also going to be taking place on Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then again on Sunday 9:30 a.m. and then it'll continue until 4 p.m. for you to get over there and enjoy. Now, some other great activities taking place in Vail is the Vail Craft Beer Classic. Wow, that's a tongue twister. First thing in the morning is happening the 16th through the 17th, and there's going to be over 30 breweries there for you to get out there and enjoy. So if you love craft beer, then go to discovervail.com, hit learn more, and buy your tickets for all of the fun and to try all of this delicious beer, because that's something that we really love to bring to our community, is to highlight so many different wonderful artisans, and whether they're actual artists for the Vail Art Festival or whether they're craft brewers, they all have a trick to their trade, and we love to see what they do and what they have to offer. Now, Mountain Youth has a great program taking place later today for you to get out there and enjoy. Now, kids and families and adults can all come together. It's just a great way to open that conversation with your children. So it is the Mountain Youth Move Chat Yoga at Nottingham Park. It's taking place from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 10:30 p.m. Now you can get over there and enjoy it. Now they are also working with the Eagle Valley Behavioral Health to just bring in an expert to really help guide these conversations and ask those hard questions that maybe are a little bit intimidating to talk about at home. So make sure that you always check out all of the wonderful things that Mountain Youth does as a nonprofit. Walking Mountain Science Center is also a wonderful nonprofit here looking to make our community more sustainable. And a great way to do so is to upcycle and do some fun crafts while doing it. So tonight at the Walking Mountain Science Center, there's drinkering and tinkering. It is a $20 charge for you to participate in all of the fun, and it's going to kick off at 7 p.m. Now, it looks like you're going to do some wood palette painting. And if you have ever seen one of these, they're absolutely gorgeous. I have one hanging in my living room that my mother painted me for my high school graduation. So make sure that you go make something special for someone with this really great upcycling event. Now, one other thing we do want to mention, because we're just going to keep talking about it, is Blues, BBQ, and Boobs, which is taking place at the new State Bridge. And it's really important because it's really celebrating women who are battling or who have beat breast cancer. And it's showing their support, showing the love, and helping raise money to continue to do wonderful events like this. Now there's going to be some great live music. You can go online and buy your VIP ticket, which is going to get you a wonderful Yeti mug and so many other perks. So make sure that you go online and you check all of this out. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just slightly. 51 degrees around 8 a.m., high of 64, 60% chance of rainfall throughout the course of today. Partly cloudy skies early, and then we're going to see some afternoon thunderstorms come our way with winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So if you are making your way out there today, this wind chill is going to make this feel a little bit cooler than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see 8 o'clock, partly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy skies by noon, scattered thunderstorms into the later afternoon, and then rain showers into the evening tonight. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just be prepared with that rain jacket as you're making your way out of the house. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, 74 degrees in Denver with a 50% chance of precipitation, 64 in Vail with a 60% chance of moisture, 67 in Avon with a 50% chance of precipitation, 70 in Eagle with a 50% chance of moisture. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 42 degrees is our overnight low. 50% chance of rainfall continuing. The showers are going to take place early into the evening and overnight, and then we will see them dissipate into partly cloudy skies. That sun setting at 8:36 p.m. tonight. Wind shifting directions coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So that's going to continue to bring us this nice little storm front that we have in the forecast for tomorrow. 62 degrees with an 80% chance of precipitation. Scattered thunderstorms throughout the course of tomorrow. 59 degrees on Saturday with a 60% chance of moisture. Again, scattered thunderstorms taking place. Those overnight lows dropping down quite a bit. So I bet at those higher elevations we will see some freezing temperatures and maybe even a chance of some snowfall. Mostly sunny skies on Sunday with a high of 69 degrees. 73 by Monday, beautiful sunshine. 75 on Tuesday. So if you are making your way out later into the weekend or early next week, that's when we're really going to start to see that sun come our way. Now we're going to take a short break from the show, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Something that we love here is the nonprofits in our community, only because they do so much to bring not only us entertainment, but our youth some great activities throughout the summer, and the YouthPower 365 does just that. And I've got Ricky joining me. Ricky, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm really excited, a little nervous.
No way, you don't have to be nervous at all. I should be nervous talking to you only because you do some incredible stuff throughout our community. And the Vail Valley Foundation, which is where YouthPower 365 comes from, is one of those organizations that just like capitalizes on every opportunity to be involved in the community.
Correct, yeah. And one of the ways that we do that is through our, I'm really excited to talk about our program. It's celebrating 15 years of our COPA program, our soccer program throughout the Valley. It's a program of 7 weeks. It just really engages kids. It creates self-discipline, better confidence in our kids, builds a community. It's just an incredible program that we have. So 15 years. I brought a soccer ball too to be like, oh, look at this, we're celebrating it. It's really happening.
Which is always exciting because it's one of those things that kids get to look forward to.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Some kids have a hard time when school ends because it gives them something to do all day and they get to see their friends. And now this is another opportunity for them to get out there and enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you hit the jackpot there with that word. It's funny because we give them a jersey. We give them a full kit. So we give them jersey, shorts, and socks. We did a parent night right before school ended, and they get their uniforms. And the next day, kids are wearing their uniforms, and they're saying, "What team are you on? Are we on the same team?" And they're, but at the same time, it's when they wear these jerseys, it's a place for them to belong, right? They know that there's a space for them, that there's something to look forward to for the summer. And you know, I always tell the kids, like, you're a professional soccer player. Like, you've got all these brands on all these logos, and you know, and you get to play soccer. So, yeah, it's just exciting to see all these kids out there.
And it's really cool to see our community rally, and especially the local businesses, because there's a lot of support within the community to make things like this happen. So now, if kids maybe didn't get to sign up, is that still a possibility for them?
You know, no. Unfortunately, this year we actually broke record. It's an all-time high. We have 920 participants.
Whoa.
Yeah, 920. It's just a great way. I was talking to Ramon and Porfirio Reyes, who initiated this 15 years ago, and they said, when we first started, we used to practice at Edwards Elementary. We used to have 6 teams. You know, they didn't have any uniforms. They didn't even have soccer balls. And now, again, I think as well, thanks, Maddie, you mentioned it, thanks to the sponsors, to our community, you know, we collaborate with Mountain Rec, Vail Rec District, Town of Gypsum, and we bring our community everywhere, and it's just really cool because it engages, again, families. It's really incredible. It's a big party on July 9th. If you'd like to go, I invite everyone to come out and check out. We have a family engagement day, and we do like a parent soccer game. We give out gifts. We bring in some of our nonprofits as well to showcase and be there with our families and check out the environment. You know, last year we did a count, and we had around 1,800 people on the field. Like, that's parents. Wow. Like, I like to make a joke out of it, but it's like grandma, grandpa, the neighbor, the best friend, the dog. Yeah. So it's just a party, and you know, it's really cool because other community members, like parents, will be like, hey, can I make burgers? Can I make a carne asada? Can I do this? We had bouncy castles. They were also amazing. They're like, hey, can I be part of it? I'm like, yes, this is a great party. Like, we get to celebrate youth with this, and again, it's just empowering to them. So.
Now, something we were talking about off camera is we're both products of our community.
That's right, yeah.
So we both grew up here, we both went to school here,
yeah.
And to see just the growth trajectory that we have to show support for our youth in the community is fantastic. Between all of those great nonprofits that you have mentioned that we're going to see at this wonderful large party, but then you guys yourself, because not only do you provide opportunities for youth, but you also provide opportunities for adults to volunteer.
That is correct. So we engaged this year. We were so excited. We won a Steph Curry sponsored a training. It was called the Double Coach Coaching for Winning and Life Lessons.
Wow!
And it was really cool because it was we brought over. So again, we had 925 kids. It involved more volunteers. We had over 70 volunteer coaches coming out to be part of this. So our volunteer coaches dedicate. For the 7 weeks, they dedicate about 40 hours of the 7-week season, like, to our programs. And what a best way that, you know, the basketball player Steph Curry, wish it could have been a Nuggets player, but it's okay, right?
Right.
But it's so cool.
I bet he wishes he could have been a Nuggets player.
Yeah. But it's just so cool because these coaches, like, felt so empowered to our mission and to go out there and you know, create new future leaders. Just like you mentioned, we have a lot of kids in our community that are coming back that are at CSU, they're at Larimer College. They're coming back and they're also part of our family. Like they're like, hey Ricky, do you need me to ref? What do you need me to do? And I'm like, yeah, like, come back. We love you. And that brings that legacy, that trajectory to our organization and to our community, right? Just like you mentioned, like, we grew up here, and what a best way to come back and give to our community that at one point it gave to us, right? So.
Which I think is so empowering, and it just shows, like, when people think Vail or Beaver Creek or anywhere in our surrounding areas throughout the community, they think this world-class travel destination. Little do they know what they're coming to visit is just this incredible, tight-knit community that shows its support for the youth, for the arts, for the entertainment, for everything, and that's what brings all of these different elements that people know and love here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just to say a couple of things. So our program only costs $35 for our kids, and they get 7 weeks of, so that we play every game on Sunday. They get twice practices. Again, they get the uniform, and they get to be exposed with, you know, trusted adults, other nonprofit organizations, and community leaders. You know, recently we just had 2 high school girls that went to the state game in Colorado, Pueblo, sorry. And it's just cool because we're like, this could be you, right? So a little future leader. So.
Which it's like giving them the inspiration and really those role models to look up to that are here in our community that they can, like, bump into in the grocery store, which is so cool and one of the other best parts about our community. Now, how long have you been with YouthPower 365?
So it's a funny story. I really appreciate my teacher, Jeff Hayslip, who was a teacher at St. Clair of Assisi. So it was March, like in middle of March, he gives me a call and he's like, hey Ricky, we want you to, they just called me, they're looking for someone to run the COPA program. And I was like, oh really? I wasn't looking for a job. And he's like, but you're really part of our community. So I started, my first day was March 31st of COVID 2020. So it was like, I get a call from my boss there, and she's like, you're starting to work from home. And I'm like, oh, what does that look like?
Oh my gosh, Ricky, well, thank you so much for coming in, sharing the story. We're out of time, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I could keep talking to you about all of the wonderful things that you do in our community, but thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Make sure that you check out YouthPower 365 and all of the wonderful opportunities that they have for volunteering and so much more. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, we've got a lot of great things taking place, but right now, if you are looking to improve your home for the summer season, well, then we've got home improvement expert Tom joining me. Tom, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
Now, you've got a lot of great things in front of you, and we're going to talk about a lot of things that you can do to your home this summer, especially as we're seeing some kind of wild weather, some warmer temperatures, and just some little tips and tricks to save some money. So let's talk about how people can start to save energy as those temperatures start to rise with maybe controlling their AC unit a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I'll tell you what, if you want to do one improvement that not only saves on the cost of cooling or heating, but also keeps your home comfortable all year long, insulation needs to be that improvement. But you need to select the right insulation for the job. Now, Owens Corning makes a product called Thermofiber Fire and SoundGuard Plus, and it's a mineral wool product. It's made from natural ingredients, and it provides insulation with some enhanced, unusual benefits. First of all, it's fire resistant, and I use this in my house to insulate the first floor of my house. I love that it was fire resistant. I have a 130-year-old house. If you wanted to do an insulation around the shower wall, that would be a good thing to do because it's moisture resistant. Or maybe you have a home office, you want to keep it quiet. Well, it's sound resistant as well. And even in my old house, I was able to fit all this insulation around the pipes and the wires and everything, that's typically in the way, and really build a layer of efficiency. Another improvement is to take a look at your windows. Now, all windows are certainly not created equal. And Pella has the 250 series window, which is a very energy efficient window that will keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And they're all about innovative solutions at Pella. And if you replace your old single pane windows with new Pella windows that are Energy Star certified, you're going to find that you can save between $100 and $600 a year on those energy costs. They're available in double pane. Also in your area of the country, which is very harsh in the winters, triple pane you should consider. Those are the most energy efficient windows possible and really make a big difference in how much you're going to be paying on heating expenses next winter. You can actually recoup 70% or more of the replacement costs when you sell the home. They also have need benefits, like they have something called hidden screen. Hidden screen appears when you want it. You close the window, it disappears. So you always see right through the glass. You don't have the screen, blocking out the light. You keep the bugs out. You don't have to replace the screens or take them out to store them in the off season because the screens just disappear into the window. It only adds about $50 to the cost of the window.
Which these are all great tips and tricks, and especially as we're starting to see kind of the shift in weather right now.
Yeah.
Now, something else that we want to talk about is how we can protect our homes through this weather, because we've seen kind of a weird storm front over the couple weeks that we had prior, and now we've got all these weird little systems continuing to move in. So how can we protect our homes during this wild weather?
Well, if you want to protect your home against Mother Nature, asphalt is the most common roof shingle out there, but it can be weak, especially when you have high winds and things like that. Metal roofs are really the exception. These are very strong roofs that can withstand hurricane or tornado force winds, hail, ice. I know you have a lot of snow. And they also have the highest fire rating against ignition. And they come in many, many styles and colors. So if you want it to look like cedar shake, you got that. If you want it to look like traditional asphalt, you got that. Slate, You want it to look like copper? Or take a look at this one. This is terracotta tile style, like the old clay roofs that you see, the Mediterranean style roof. It's a very heavy piece of metal and does a great job of protecting your home. And they have coatings that reflect the sunlight back out. And in doing so, it keeps it cool in the summer and lowers your air conditioning bills. Plus, my favorite thing to say about metal roofs is they last 3 times longer than asphalt, so you're not going to be replacing them very, very often.
Which I think is really important, and especially when you live in those climates where we do see some harsh weather and maybe quite a bit of snow build up on them.
That's right. It's absolutely right. And let's just talk a little bit about indoor air quality, because in the winter when we seal up our homes and in the summer as well, it becomes more of a concern. And as a guy who spent 20 years as a home inspector, I always think about carbon monoxide. And I don't think enough people have carbon monoxide alarms inside their house. That's important. Number one cause of carbon monoxide deaths is when we have power failures and people fire up portable generators and they run them in an open garage thinking that they're doing the right thing. But that carbon monoxide finds its way into the house. So get a combination photoelectric smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. The one I have with me today is by First Alert. It has a 10-year battery, so you get complete protection. 10-year alarms eliminate the need for battery replacement. It eliminates the need, the low battery chirps that kind of annoy you. You ought to have one on every single level of your home. Test it regularly. Replace it once a decade. And also, while you're thinking about it, add a fire extinguisher on every level of the home. So you can find these as well at Lowe's and Lowe's.com.
Of that smoke, like you said, coming through, and so it's really important that everyone is staying nice and safe, and taking care of their air quality is so important, and especially as they're running so many different machines through their house, whether it's their air conditioner, whether it's the heater, no matter what. So thank you so much for all of this great information.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And if you want to learn more, you can go to moneypit.com. And if you've got a home improvement question, we're happy to take them on the Money Pit podcast.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and for helping us improve our homes.
You got it.
Make sure that you check out all this wonderful information and that you're taking great care of your house. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, we've got a great pair of shoes if you're looking to get out there and enjoy the courts. Now, these shoes are going to be as tough for you as you are on the competitor. Now, this is the Head Revolt Pro 4.0. This shoe has so many great features to it, and I don't even know where to begin. Head has this incredible technology called the T-Core 360, giving the shoe core strength, enhanced stability, and torsional support. Now, this also has a lockdown strap right here that's integrated into the lacing system, making it nice and easy for you to keep your foot stable while you're out there enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a I heard the bump. That's why when you were like, okay, you're on, I was like, not only on the top of the shoe, the upper portion right here, but also on the sole of the shoe where that nice little vent is to help you keep your feet cool while you're enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a lateral control to avoid rollovers with your ankles when you're out there enjoying anything that you're doing on the courts, whether it's tennis or pickleball. These are the shoes for you to make sure that you are nice and supported while you're enjoying your favorite sport. Now, to get your hands on these fabulous shoes, you should check out Sun and Ski Sports. Whether you go online or whether you shop in store, you can go in and find your perfect pair of courtside shoes. That way you can enjoy everything that you're doing and make sure that your feet are nice and stable out there. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for giving you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, let's take a look at that local weather forecast since we're going to see quite a bit of precipitation. We were just talking about those home improvements, things that you can do to keep your home safe during kind of this wild weather and also to keep it either warmer or cooler. So maybe think about improving your windows. But for today, we are going to see those temperatures warm up just a little bit. 64 degrees is the high throughout the course of today. 60% chance of rainfall. Partly cloudy skies early. Thunderstorms developing this afternoon. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout the course of today, which is going to make that 64 degrees feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, partly cloudy skies first thing this morning, cloud coverage increasing into the afternoon, and then that's when we're going to see those scattered thunderstorms into the later afternoon, rain showers into this evening. If you are traveling along that I-70 corridor later today, just give yourself some extra travel time since we will see some standing water, and especially here in that Dow Junction area, if you are up valley, just be careful. 70 degrees in Eagle with a 50% chance of precipitation, 67 degrees in Avon with a 50% chance of moisture, 64 in Vail with a 60% chance of precipitation, and then east of us in Denver, 74 degrees and a 50% chance of moisture. So all along that I-70 corridor, we are expecting to see this low pressure system and this storm front sit above us. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, 42 degrees is our overnight low, 50% chance of precipitation, showers early, and then partly cloudy skies. That sun setting at 8:36 p.m. Winds coming out of the south, shifting directions at 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms are likely. 80% chance of precipitation, high of 62 degrees. Cold front sitting above us, 59 degrees on Saturday. 60% chance of precipitation. 69 degrees by Sunday, mostly sunny skies, so we will start to see those temperatures slowly warm up and this high pressure system make its way in. Beautiful sunshine on Monday and Tuesday. 73 degrees, 75 on Tuesday. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just be prepared for some warmer weather early next week. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, make sure that you stop by Sun and Ski Sports because they've got everything you need. Now we've got more of the show.
Hi friends, Avisha Scarborough here with Vail Vibes. Now, one thing that Colorado has plenty of, besides all the beauty and the scenery, are some pretty cool and creative businesses. I got a chance to speak to some local business owners at the Hype Hotel in Vail at the Entrepreneur Organization Conference. When you think of a typical business retreat, you might not think of this or this. But during the EO, short for Entrepreneur Organization retreat at the Hype Hotel in Vail, the theme was camping, complete with pajama parties and mattresses on stage. Part of the ethos of EO is having a little fun with your community to counterbalance the stress of running a business, something its members are all too familiar with. This is Josh Tabin.
The vegan, vegetarian quinoa meal.
He's what you might call a serial entrepreneur, having started 18 businesses in 30 years.
That doesn't mean it's easy, but I don't think anything in life that's worthwhile is easy.
He and his wife Zora founded Wild Zora Foods after taking their home recipes to local farmers markets. And now it can be found everywhere, from King Soopers to REI. He says there's nothing else quite like it.
It's a little bit like a jerky. It's a dehydrated meat and veggie bar. And so we take 100% grass-fed beef and mix it with organic fruits and vegetables, and it makes a little snack that you can eat when you're on the trail. Now, more recently, we've sort of shifted to a new product, which is actually a freeze-dried meal. And this one is made with quinoa. All you do is pour water in, and it rehydrates, and you can eat it directly from the pouch when you're on the trail.
So today I'm hiking and I worked up an appetite, so I wanted to test out this freeze-dried trail meal for myself.
And knowing the story behind the brand helps you build trust, which happens to be the cornerstone of Dana and Doug Corpenning's corporate gifting business, Wet Paint Group.
It says feel good, do good, pass it on.
Giving gifts that give back is their philosophy.
Everything has a story behind it and a mission of doing good, and we enjoy that.
There's a reason why they're nicknamed Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Giving gifts is what they do best. Here they are at the retreat with a pop-up gifting suite for their fellow EO members.
Every gift pack that is sold, a tree is planted.
It's not just boxes on tables, it's actually gifts that represent not only the intention behind the purpose of it, but also the reason why it was gifted. So a pay it forward impact either on the environment or population or a certain cause. We've added beautiful Mavis handbags made out of recycled water bottles where they're manufactured in Mexico, and over 300 women, because they're all handmade, their lives have been changed because of companies and because of trailblazers like Mavis Carolina Herrera. We have Topo backpacks right here in Colorado and Topo designs that we love working with. They're a great brand. They're lifetime warranty. Again, give back to the environment and the community.
And community is what it's all about for them. That's what brought them here to Vail for the retreat. Through all the ups and downs of running a business, EO has offered them the support they need.
It's been a change maker. It's been transformative. Not even just for my business on who I am on the outside, but who I'm growing into be on the inside. The confidence, the support, being women in the industry. We have 25% now of the membership are women in Colorado. We have a strong YouthPower chapter here, and I'm just grateful.
As a business owner, I think a lot of people don't understand. They think, oh, you've got it made, you have all the freedom in the world because you're the owner, and then they don't realize that, my God, there are days when you work 18-hour days and basically all you do is work and sleep, and it's hugely stressful, and you have your house on the line, and yeah, it can definitely be stressful, and to be able to share your struggles and challenges and even get help from other people that are either have been through it or going through the same thing is really what EO has provided to me for many years.
And they encourage other Colorado business owners to apply for membership.
I actually can't think of a business owner of a certain size when they have a number of employees and all the challenges that go along with that wouldn't be helped by membership in EO.
And whether it's in business or in life, we can all use some help along the way. That's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more Vail Vibes with Avisha, because we are just getting started. We have an exciting summer full of events and experiences you don't want to miss out on, and I will keep you updated on all of them. Thank you, and see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there, everyone. On today's episode of Good Day Vail, I am so excited to bring to you an episode around Vail Valley Partnership. I bet you don't know all the ins and outs, so stay tuned for this fabulous episode, and you will learn everything there is to know about Vail Valley Partnership. Cheers.
TV8 se complace en compartir que nos estamos preparando para lanzar nueva programación en español. Pero antes de hacerlo, queremos saber de ti, nuestra increíble comunidad, sobre lo que tú quieres ver. Por eso, te invitamos a un evento especial en nuestro estudio el 12 de julio a las 6 de la tarde. Ven a compartir tus ideas, opiniones y visiones sobre el futuro de nuestra programación en español. Ya sean eventos locales, programas educativos o entretenimiento, queremos que tú formes parte de este proceso y ayudes a dar forma a nuestra programación. No te pierdas esta maravillosa oportunidad de ser parte de televisión que te refleja y te representa. Para más información y para confirmar tu asistencia, visita tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to share that we're preparing to launch new programming in Spanish. But before we do, we want to hear from you, our incredible community, about what you want to see. That's why we invite you to a special event at our studio on July 12th at 6 p.m. Come share your ideas, opinions, and visions regarding the future of our Spanish programming. Whether it's local events, educational programs, or entertainment, We want you to be a part of this process and help shape our Spanish programming. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to be a part of television that reflects and represents you. For full details and to RSVP, visit tv8vail.com.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We talked about Pollinator Month earlier in the show because it's really important that we help our local bees flourish in our community, and that way we can see all of our beautiful wildflowers and we can get delicious local honey. And a great place to do just that is Knapp Harvest, which is down in Eagle. And Ben had the chance to sit down with Carrie Hogan and get some great information, so let's take a look.
Pesticides, whether it be Roundup or there are other options that aren't quite as bad, and even some more natural options that you guys might offer.
Yes, I will say to everybody out there, do not use pesticides and insecticides. It is literally poison. And if you don't know the history of how they started to be used in the 70s, is because they had leftover bomb material and Agent Orange from the wars, and they didn't know what to do with it. So they're like, oh, let's spray it on our food. Now, we've got veterans. We just had Veterans Day. We honor them very highly. There's a lot of them that are damaged from Agent Orange and are dealing with this years and years and years later. So I ask you, why in the world would you buy food that they literally spray poison on? It's been proven that it causes cancer, and I don't know what else to say. It really is amazing to me that our United States government will let the FDA, whatever their mistakes are, that's one of the biggest ones we have. It's awful for our earth, and we will go away because it's absolutely murdering the pollinators. So without the pollinators, we don't have any food.
I mean, and they do say that you can just rinse your vegetables to rinse that off, but how does it stay in the rain if it can rinse off in the wash?
You're so right, Ben. And also, you know, one little bee hits that poison flower, goes back to the hive, and if the guards don't catch it, which if there's a lot of bees coming in from that same source of poisoned flowers, it causes colony collapse. Within 24 hours, that whole hive is dead of 20,000 to 40,000 bees. I just don't understand, especially when you know it hurts your pets and your children. Why in the world? And there are, as you mentioned, a lot of alternatives out there. A lot of natural alternatives. So, you know, ask us about that. First of all, soil health. It makes a big difference between dirt and soil. Dirt is just inert, nothing alive. Soil, you pick it up, there's all these, you know, minerals and vitamins, and you'll see lots of life in there, root systems, all of that, really, really important. So what I really recommend is compost tea. Our local it's called Ground Up, which I have a hard time. Ground Up, but it's compost tea that is amazing. I used it all last year in my garden and was amazed at the spring when I went to dig up the worms, and the health of my soil never looked better. And so it's much better to feed your soil. That gets rid of, you know, the beneficial bugs. Do not forget that you need bugs. Peonies will not open unless there's ants around them. So don't spray for the ants on your peonies or you're going to kill. Anyway, you just need to be a lot more informed before you go out attacking nature. And in a beautiful environment like this, it's our responsibility. You came to the mountains, respect it, please. Do not leave your trash around. Do not, use poison because that's what you think makes your lawn look good. Think about where you live and respect us.
Well, and with that soil health issue, it's one of the things with weeds. Weeds are super hardy and super popular. They spread rapidly, and with bad soil, you have plenty of room for the weeds to grow, where if you treat the soil well and you maintain the plants that you want, you can use those positive plants or the ones that you would rather have in the yard.
True.
You can use those to crowd out the weeds without necessarily needing the same amount of pesticides
and that brings up a great
anything
point,
like that.
because weeds are only what you don't want growing in a specific spot. That doesn't make them nasty and bad. So in a natural environment, if you there's a movement called ARC, which is Acts of Restorative Kindness, and it started around the world, and it is to let some places in your yard be wild. Let those weeds come back. What happens the first couple of years, those weeds that come back are helping to build that soil, actually. They're telling you what your soil needs. So you let that go, and all of a sudden the tall grasses, you've got beneficial bugs, birds, animals, just by letting it go. And again, you can see beautiful wildflowers in that. It doesn't make it ugly. A manicured, beautiful green lawn, in my opinion, is devoid of life. Is really, what is that? A status symbol, basically. So we need to really rethink, like you were saying, we really need to rethink how we are interacting with our environment, and particularly up here when it's so obvious. We need to protect these areas. They are going away. And without our attention, our help, it's dire.
Yeah. Well, and I participated in No Mow May myself, and it was so great to see the grass in the lawn, when in some of those grasses turned out to be bluebells, a couple of them turned to be lupines. So there was a period of a couple of weeks where my lawn was yellow and blue and purple.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's been great. I mean, it's just wonderful to watch all of the flowering plants and everything. And speaking of, all of the flowers provide us with a lot of benefits too when they're done, through our fruits and vegetables, and even through supporting various mushroom growth and stuff. And I know that's something that you guys have a lot of at Knapp Harvest, because I go there once a week
I know
to
you're
buy
a mushroom
mushrooms.
head. I am too, man. I totally am. And it is so fascinating to me the more I'm learning about mushrooms. If you haven't seen Fantastic Fungi, please do. It's just amazing. And it does give you hope for the planet. And at Knapp Ranch, we grow mushrooms at 9,000 feet, and it is just beautiful to go into the blooming room, and the pink oysters and the yellow oysters. I know, aren't they delicious? And then the lion's mane, strange looking but delicious, can be a substitute for crab cakes and things like that. And the benefits of mushrooms go on and on and on. I probably won't remember them all, but for sure, lion's mane is big on brain health, very big on brain health, and there's not a day goes by that you don't see a social post about that. But it also helps with inflammation, your cardiovascular. It helps with circulation, people with anxiety. It just goes on and on. It's a medicine.
One of the reasons why I'm so enamored with mushrooms as a food is I've got a whole lot of chronic pain from growing up as I started working as a landscaper when I was 10 years old and did that for 15 years. And then I also taught skiing for a long time. So I've got a lot of joint pain, and having a little bit of lion's mane mushroom with my coffee in the morning makes a huge difference on that chronic pain throughout the day. I mean, that fish oil tablet, and that's really sets me up to a position where I don't have to do a daily aspirin or ibuprofen or something to kind of help me keep that joint fluidity. I mean, obviously stretching helps too.
Stretching, of course, all of those things combined.
A good diet makes such a big difference, especially for that inflammation. And that's something that you guys have over at Knapp Harvest.
Absolutely. And you hit on a point that most of us that lived in this valley that have skied and gardened and everything else, of course our backs hurt. So of course we've got inflammation. But again, with mushrooms and also honey and the pollen. So I'm with you. I'll do mushroom in the lion's mane in my smoothie, but I also take a teaspoon of honey and a teaspoon of pollen first thing in the morning, and I feel like that kind of loosens up things as well. So I do a combination, of the lion's mane and the honey products and whatever I can to avoid any kind of harsh drug. I'm on vitamins, period, end. That's it.
One of my favorite things that you guys have over at Knapp Harvest is the sriracha honey.
Ooh, isn't that awesome?
It's so great. It's great for sauces. It's great for all sorts of things. But we're fortunately going to have to let you go. It's all the time we have.
Well, we could talk forever, couldn't we, Beth?
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe we'll do this again.
I hope so.
I do too.
Carrie, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for stopping by to take a listen. And I hope you'll check out Knapp Harvest over in Eagle, down by Colorado Coffee in Eagle Ranch. Thank you so much. And we'll be right back after a short break.
Good morning, Vail.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, this is Maddie Evans, and you're watching the TV8 Visitors Bureau. Right here where I'm standing, we're at the Lions Head bus stop. Now, if you're looking to make your way from Lions Head to Vail Village, this is the place you want to be because the in-town bus runs here pretty frequently. You can catch it every 10 to 15 minutes on the dot right here, and they've got a nice countdown so that you'll know when that bus is approaching and how far away it is. And then there's multiple bus stops along the way, making sure you get to the right place. And all you have to do to request a bus stop in the in-town buses is pull the cord and you're set to get off the bus. Now that we've made our way here into Vail Village, you can go explore all of the great shops and restaurants that they have over here, but there are so many great stops along the way on the in-town bus route. You can stop at the library, or you can stop at the medical center, or you can stop in Solaris. There are so many of them to stop and enjoy, and especially when the hustle and bustle of the town is taking place. Now, if you did park over in Lions Head, it's really easy. All you have to do is wait 15 minutes, jump right back on the bus, and it'll deliver you to the parking structure. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Visitors Bureau. If there's anything else you need to know or if you want to see, make sure you contact us and we'll get it made for you. That's been it for this episode of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you next time. Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. We will see those temperatures progressively warm up. 64 degrees is our high. Now we are expecting a 60% chance of rainfall throughout the course of today. Partly cloudy skies early this morning, thunderstorms developing into the afternoon. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout today. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, partly cloudy skies, like I said, starting us off in the morning. Cloud coverage increasing, bringing us those later thunderstorms and then that evening rain. Now as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, 74 degrees in Denver with a 50% chance of precipitation, 64 in Vail with a 60% chance of moisture, 67 in Avon with a 50% chance of precipitation, 70 in Eagle with a 50% chance of moisture. So if you are getting out there, just be careful along that I-70 corridor. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight, tonight temperatures are cooling down. 42 degrees is our overnight low, 50% chance of precipitation. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting 2 more days of moisture coming our way, and then we will expect to see that sunshine make its way out, so just be prepared for a continued low pressure system throughout the course of the next couple days before we see this high pressure system roll in. Now, today is a very special day for me, especially because I talk about my dog so much and how much I love her and how she has changed my life for the better. Well, today is our gotcha day, which means that today, 3 years ago, she rescued me, and I feel so honored to be her dog mom, and I feel so grateful that every day I get to go home to that beautiful smiling face, even though she's very content on whatever she's focusing on there. That's her very perfect smiling face. Now, I hope that everyone has a gotcha day that they get to celebrate with their loved fur babies, because this is my favorite day of the year, only because Beatrice makes my life so much better. We want to thank you so much for tuning into TV8's Good Morning Vail for this wonderful Thursday edition. We hope that you get out there, you enjoy some rain, maybe do some puddle stomping, but get out there and have a great day.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or